wanted to do this project in light of recent events that have been happening in our country, specifically the death of George Floyd and so many others. We wanted to give a voice to the Duke PA program as a whole, the students as well as the faculty and staff, and just to hear from them how they've been impacted by recent events. We had our forum with PAEA, which was similar in that it gave students kind of an open platform to talk about how they've been feeling and how their programs have been handling the situation. And it really opened my eyes and made me so thankful to be here specifically at Duke right now. I can 100% say that I have felt completely supported by the Duke PA program during this time. In my position with leadership, just even emotionally, have been a great support for me and have been available to talk and to vent to. And, we always call this like DPAP fam. And I really like that term, especially now, because even more so, this just feels so much like a family now more than it ever has. And I'm so grateful.
I think the Duke PA program in particular has been a good example of how things can work well when you see a problem and don't avoid it, don't ignore it, address it head on. I am fortunate enough to be in a program where I do feel like there's a good level of diversity on our faculty. I couldn't imagine being at a program that didn't address what was going on right now, because it has encompassed every part of my life. These thoughts about social injustice have been a blanket over everything that I do. And that is true for most Black students, most Black people right now. And so to have a program see it, address it, and let us know that we're supported in every way possible has been a beautiful thing to experience. And going forward, I think it's important for them to continue doing that. It's important for every PA program to do that. It's important for every higher education program to do that. Students of color are suffering. And yeah, it's the Black students right now. But who knows, in a few weeks, it could be your LGBTQIA+ students. It could be your Latinx students. It could be any minority group of students. And so it's important to have a faculty that is not only diverse, but educated on the issues that are that all of our students face. And the Duke PA program has really made me feel like they hear me. And most importantly, they make me feel like they're gonna fight for me.
I have to say our faculty are rock stars. They have gone above and beyond to make sure that not only myself, but all of my other classmates have felt heard. I've felt like all of their comments have been genuine. It's something about our program that makes me feel that they actually do, because all of their comments have been from the heart. They have given us concrete things that they're going to do moving forward. They have given us all sorts of resources. They've held meetings for us to debrief and discuss, and all of these conversations are important. But what I have really appreciated is how much they've given us actions moving forward, how they have taken what we're saying and they're doing so moving forward.
I'm so blessed to be at Duke because the PA program has been so supportive in just countless ways. I have never felt so supported at a program in my entire life, and I've been in school for I don't know how many years. So that's been really encouraging to see, is that the PA program says that they prioritize diversity, and that's something that they've shown to be true. They've gave me platforms to speak. They've given me space to rest. And just having that option has been really inspiring and really impactful for me. I really commend Duke for the way that they have stood up for people of color in this particular scenario and also just in healthcare in general. It's inspiring to see that even though racism is still a problem, we have people that care, and we have people that are doing the best with what lane that they're in.
You know, they have been wonderful in just facilitating these conversations, even just having an open floor to talk about it. And they've been very receptive to our thoughts, our concerns, you know, how this is affecting our studying. You know, I've gotten an email from my advisor reaching out if anyone needs to talk. Every single staff member has really been open and upfront about how they want to support us.
One of the things that I think the PA program can do to continue to support us is to just keep having these conversations. One of the things that our program director, Dr. Barnett, always says is that it's important to have uncomfortable conversations. That's the only way that things can get done. It's the only way that changes can happen that need to happen.
What can our faculty do moving forward to kind of keep this momentum going is to hold other people accountable. Our faculty is incredible. Our program director is phenomenal. And in one of the emails that she sent us, she said that over all her research with different program directors, she's realized that many of the faculty feel more uncomfortable than the students do talking about these difficult conversations. And I think moving forward, that comfort is not something that is optional. You know, we want to learn, we need to learn. It's not something that we have a choice in anymore. And so I'd really like to see our faculty holding our guest lecturers responsible for making sure that all of this content is included in the lectures that they give us, making sure that all of these things that are, you know, underlying our patient's current condition, all of these racial inequities, all of these previous traumas that might be adding to our patient's current complaints are a part of all of our lectures that we're learning is absolutely necessary. And I'd really like to see our faculty start to do that more.
And I think in the future, you know, I think that they can be a good kind of set the standard for the rest of the School of Medicine and be an example for that, and to be able to have these conversations interprofessionally, students and faculty, I think is important. And then just continuing to celebrate diversity through admissions, through guest lecturers, and through preceptors and clinical sites, and continuing to expose students to just the value of diversity and how much we can learn from those that are different from us.
We're past the point of just sharing things on social media. We're past the point of just, you know, protesting for a week and then going back to normal. Like, things have to change. This country has to change.